The hardest thing about death is that people don't remember you for long. They mourn for a day, maybe two, and then life goes on. Let me tell you something. We all get caught up in the same game, don't we? The game of life, where we're constantly trying to prove ourselves to others, trying to fit into some invisible box that society says we need to fit in. We spend our days worrying about what people think, what they say about us behind our backs. We get trapped in the endless cycle of chasing validation, of wanting to be seen, to be heard, to be remembered. But here's the thing, folks, the truth that nobody wants to talk about. When you die, nobody really cares. Now, I know that sounds harsh, maybe even cruel, but it's the reality. We live in a world where everyone is busy with their own lives, their own struggles, their own battles. And when your time comes, when you take your last breath, the world doesn't stop spinning. It doesn't pause to mourn your loss. It just keeps moving, like a well-oiled machine that doesn't even notice a missing part. Life doesn't wait, and life doesn't linger. It moves forward, with or without you. I want you to imagine something. Picture this. You die today. The people closest to you, your family, your friends, they gather. They cry, they share stories about you. They laugh through their tears, reminiscing about the good times, the memories they shared with you. For a moment, it feels like the world should stop, like nothing else should matter. But by the afternoon, half of them are already thinking about where they're going to eat. They're hungry. Life's demands don't stop just because you're gone. By evening, your mother, the woman who brought you into this world, has cried all she can. She's exhausted, drained, not just from the grief, but from the sheer weight of having to keep going. The next morning, she's forced to get up, to figure out how to live without you, how to pay the bills, how to keep moving forward. And everyone else, they're back to work, back to their routines, back to their lives. The grind doesn't stop. It's a harsh reality, but one we all need to confront. The people you spent your life trying to impress, the opinions you cared so much about, they don't really matter in the end, because when it's all said and done, they move on. And you're just a memory, a fleeting thought in the back of their minds, a moment in time that passes like a shadow. So, if that's the case, if life just keeps moving, why would you waste even a second of your time worrying about what other people think? Why would you live your life trying to impress people who, in the end, won't even remember you? We spend so much time, so much energy, trying to gain the approval of others. We want to be liked, to be accepted, to be admired. But for what? For a fleeting moment of recognition? For a pat on the back that's quickly forgotten? Let me tell you something. You're wasting your time. People have their own problems, their own issues. They're not thinking about you nearly as much as you think they are. They're not lying awake at night analyzing your every move, your every word. And when you're gone, they'll move on. So why not live for yourself? Why not focus on what makes you happy, what brings you fulfillment? Why not live for those who truly matter? Your family, your close friends, those who love you unconditionally. We all fall into the trap of thinking we're more important than we really are. We believe that our lives, our choices, our actions are the center of the universe. But here's the truth. We're all just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. The world doesn't revolve around us. And when we're gone, it'll keep turning, just as it always has. There's a freedom that comes with this realization. When you understand that you're not the center of the universe, that your worth isn't tied to what others think of you, you're free. Free to live your life on your terms. Free to chase your dreams without the fear of judgment. Free to be who you are, unapologetically. Because when you let go of the need for approval, the need to be liked, to be remembered, you gain something far more valuable. You gain the freedom to be yourself, to live authentically, to pursue the things that truly matter to you. So what should you care about? If the opinions of others don't matter, what does? I'll tell you. What matters is the legacy you leave behind, the impact you have on the people who truly care about you, the love, the kindness, the wisdom you share with those who are important to you. What matters is how you treat your family, how you support your friends, how you contribute to your community. These are the things that will outlive you. These are the things that will be remembered long after you're gone. Think about it. When you strip away all the superficial stuff, all the noise, what's left? What will people really remember you for? It won't be the money you made, the titles you held, the accolades you received. No, it'll be the way you made them feel. The moments of kindness, the words of encouragement, the times you were there when they needed you most. That's what people will carry with them. That's what will live on in their hearts long after you're gone. So stop wasting time on trivial things. Stop worrying about what people think of you. Instead, focus on what brings you joy, on what fulfills your soul. Spend your time with the people who love you, who appreciate you for who you are, not for what you can do for them. Invest in relationships that matter, in connections that are real and lasting. Because when your time comes, those are the things that will give you peace. Those are the things that will make you feel like you lived a life worth living. The reality of death is that it's inevitable. No matter who you are, no matter how much money you have, no matter how famous or successful you become, your time will come. And when it does, life will go on. But that doesn't mean your life doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you can't make a difference. It just means you need to focus on what truly matters, on the people you love, on the things you're passionate about, on the legacy you want to leave behind. Because at the end of the day, when you're lying on your deathbed, you won't be thinking about the opinions of others. You won't be worrying about who liked you or who didn't. You'll be thinking about the people you love, the experiences you've had, the memories you've created. You'll be thinking about the life you lived and whether it was true to who you are, to what you believed in, to what you stood for. So live your life with purpose. Live with intention. Don't waste another second trying to impress people who don't care. Don't waste another moment worrying about what others think. Instead, focus on what brings you joy, on what makes you happy, on what gives your life meaning. Focus on building something that lasts, something that will be remembered not for its grandeur, but for its depth, its authenticity, its truth. Because when you're gone, that's all that will matter. Not the opinions of others, not the approval of strangers, but the love, the joy, the fulfillment you found in your own life. The impact you made, the lives you touched, the difference you created. That's what will define your legacy. That's what will make your life worth living. Live for yourself. Live for the people who truly matter. Live for the things that make your heart sing. What does that really mean? It means embracing your individuality, your uniqueness, and recognizing that your worth is not measured by the standards or expectations of others. It's about understanding that your happiness, your fulfillment, and your sense of purpose are yours to define. Living for yourself doesn't mean being selfish or ignoring the needs of others. It means making choices that align with your values, your passions, and your true self. The sad truth about dying is that it's inevitable, and when it happens, life goes on. People move on. The world doesn't stop for anyone. But this truth isn't meant to be a source of despair. Rather, it's a reminder of the impermanence of life, of the fleeting nature of our time on this earth. It's a call to action, urging you to live fully, to seize each day with purpose and intention, to not waste a single moment on things that don't matter. Yes, people move on. They have to. They have their own lives to live. their own challenges to face, their own dreams to pursue. But that doesn't mean your life doesn't matter. It doesn't mean your existence is insignificant. On the contrary, it means that your life is precious, that every moment is an opportunity to create something meaningful, to leave a lasting impact, to touch the lives of others in a way that will be remembered. So stop worrying about what others think. Stop trying to impress people who don't care. Live your life with purpose, with intention, with joy. And when your time comes, you can rest easy, knowing you lived a life that was truly your own, a life filled with love, with meaning, with purpose. Because in the end, that's what makes life beautiful. Not the accolades, not the applause, but the simple, quiet moments of connection, of love, of joy. The moments that remind us what it means to be truly alive. And when you've lived a life filled with those moments, you can face death with peace, knowing you lived fully, deeply, and authentically. So go out there and live. Live without fear, without regret, without the need for approval. Live for yourself, for the people who matter, for the things that make your heart sing. And when the time comes, you'll know that you lived a life that was truly your own, a life that mattered, a life that left a mark, a life that will be remembered not for its grandeur, but for its depth, its authenticity, its truth. If you've made it this far, drop a 100 in the comments. It shows you are part of the 1% that's improving every single day.